Hi, I'm Tom Jesch. I'm that guy from Waterwise Botanicals. You know, I've been thinking about how we live and where we live, and it seems that people's homes more and more are becoming smaller spaces. A lot of us live now in like apartments, condominiums, and we have small spaces that are porches and patios. In fact, no matter what size home you have, you generally have some porches and patios. And so we were going to talk about gardening in those spaces in general. You know, these are some pretty rough times right now. It's nice to have a space that is peaceful to you, like your own little tranquility spot where you can go and interact with growing and living things. I like the bonsais. We do succulent bonsais here. These are plants that can be handed down to your children and your grandchildren. And it's like the Mr. Miyagi thing, you know, on Karate Kid. You come every day after you're stuck in traffic or after you just freaked out at buying a tank full of gasoline and just do a little picking and pinching, nurturing it along. And of course it needs a little water and needs a little fertilizer. They're kind of like plant pets, you know. We all love our animals, and now it's turning out that we can have some very friendly and quiet and solace time with our plant pets. There's always something to do with them. Water, fertilizer, and there's so many different groups of plant materials that you can get together and gather together in your small space. We looked at the bonsais, succulent bonsais. Work on this, make it perfect, pinch and snip, wax on and wax off, and then hand it down to your grandchildren one day, because these will literally live for decades. Then as we come over here, let's look at some other things. Really perfect plants, because so many of those spaces are shade spaces. Then the group of bromeliads, these are in the pineapple family. And look at these great little containers. And this really is what inspired this whole conversation today. I have a sweet dear friend of mine who happens to be my wife, who has one of these boxes planted up with a few succulents and a couple of little bromeliads in the center. And it's been over a year and it's still perfect. It's absolutely been trouble-free, lovely, growing beautifully for over a year. It's like bulletproof, but look at the exotic leaves and colors and shapes. And then of course, many of our spaces actually graduate into the houseplant realm as well. And we have fantastic houseplants here at Waterwise Botanicals, rare varieties, color contrasting varieties. We just have everything here for you. But I think that this time of this season of what we're going through in our lives nationally, things are expensive. It's actually hard to travel because it's so expensive. Why not start creating in your small space a beautiful little haven of a staycation? And that staycation, you can come to the travel agents for your staycation here at Waterwise Botanicals. We'll get your tickets, we'll put out your itinerary, and we'll set you on your way. And I'm Tom for waterwisebotanicals.com.